Hi, my name is Eric Richards, and today I want to talk to you about a recap of 2022 in the El Paso County part of Colorado, more specifically Colorado Springs. I want to talk to you about the stats from new listings to pendings to solds to average sales price. I also want to give you some thoughts on why I think numbers are headed in that direction, and then a little bit of a prediction, my opinion on what I think will happen in the coming months. First things first, it was a weird year for certain. The last 4 to 5 years set a tempo or a cadence that we all followed, which was it was going to be multiple offers. It was going to be little to no negotiation on the inspection, and appraisals were always going to be an issue because values were rising between 15 and 20% per year. And all of that really came to a quick and sudden halt near the middle to the end of May. Up until that moment, it was business as normal. Again, that 4 to 5 year period where we were going through the aforementioned conditions. As we rolled through summer, we began to see less and less multiple offers on properties, unless your property was truly unique, say an old Victorian, a log home, or something on acreage that was close to town. Those homes still went for well over asking. As we rolled into the fall, we saw days on market extend. We saw homes kind of get picked apart on inspection and sellers being willing to replace and repair items that were in need. And it became buyer preferential. Of course, interest rates were rising at the time, and so buyers didn't feel like it was a buyer's market altogether. That's in air quotes. But it balanced the equation a little bit more in the favor of the buyers because they could negotiate, they could ask for concessions, they could ask for inspection items to be repaired. And buyers didn't really feel like appraisals were a big concern anymore. We did end up seeing at the very end of the year was a dramatic change that December compared to December of 2021 was a pullback in the average sales price. We saw that average sales price from December of 2021 reduced from $513,000 to just around $498,000. That pullback was the first time in many years that we saw that. That being said, there's a lot of other data to go through. So let's dive into that stuff. New listings. New listings are the lifeblood of the market. This is the new, fresh, hot inventory that everyone fixates on. I bet as a buyer, you have searches set up on Zillow, Realtor.com, perhaps my website, perhaps other realtors' websites. And new listings are very exciting. Well, in 2022, we saw the number of new listings decrease by quite a bit. Compared to the high that was established in 2021, which was 17,370 listings, we saw a reduction down to 16,489 listings. That was about a 5% pullback. When you take a look at what happened with pending sales, meaning that the homes that went under contract, they took an offer and they pulled their home from the available homes that you might be able to see that weekend, we saw a really big drawback in the number of homes that went pending. In December, of the year 2021, there was about 16,313 total listings that went under contract or went to a pending status. In 2022, we finished up the year putting 13,292 homes into a pending status. One small asterisk to all of that is sometimes homes can go under contract multiple times. There might be a financing condition, there might be an inspection issue, there might be an appraisal issue, and so the home gets released from that contract and then put back on the market. So that number can be certainly impacted by that, but not enough to really skew the fact that in 2022 we saw the number of homes that go under contract reduced by 18%. Taking a look at sold listings, the number of homes that sold in 2021 was 16,440. That was up from 2020, which was around 15,871. So that increase from 2020 to 2021 was 3.6%. That's a really large number because, again, we set an all-time high in 2021. Now, when you take a look at what happened in 2022, we saw that the number of sold listings went down 17.8%. That obviously puts a lot of concern or fear in a potential buyer or seller, or even just a homeowner who's not considering either activity. Here's some bright spots. El Paso County in Colorado Springs has a really resilient economy. There's a lot of different types of industries that are at work here. Military obviously being the driver of a lot of that, but that's not just active duty. That's the retired veterans who stay in our community, who work on base, who support the active duty personnel in and around town. And those bases are thriving. We have a small bit of the Space Force here as well, so that helped grow our number of active duty troops as well. So again, we really appreciate what you do for our country, and we wouldn't be where we are without you enlisting and serving our country. So thank you. We also have a good bit of tourism. We have some light industry. Of course, there's marijuana, medical, and then there's some other industries that help make our economy very diverse. The other bright spot in Colorado Springs and El Paso County is our proximity to the outdoors. I, for one, love to hunt and fish and ski and hike and bike, and you can do all of that within Colorado Springs or just outside of it. So a lot of people move here just for that very reason. A lot of people will ask me, hey, Eric, what's happening with real estate values? What should I expect going forward? What sort of issues do you see arising with home prices? Are they going up? Are they going down? Generally speaking, I tend to dodge this question and more or less point to some data that's encouraging. So with that, I'll wrap up with average sale prices that have been trending up and up and up over the last couple of years. In 2020, we saw 413,000 as the average sales price. In 2021, that was 492,000. And in 2022, we saw the average sales price climb to an all-time high of 540,000. Wow, that is quite a bit. And so keep that in mind as you think about the health of the real estate market. Will we see days on market continue to increase? Will we go to 2 months on market? Right now, we're sitting at about 40. Will inventory climb over 3,000 listings? Currently, we're at about 2,170 total listings. So a lot can change, and we just have to roll with the punches, hope that the inventory continues to surprise us and wow us, and that we have lots of nice offerings for the year of 2023, despite high interest rates, despite rising inflation. And we have to think about all of that in the context of real estate may be hyper-local, but it also plays on values of what's happening nationally. Do we have some sort of national or international crisis or event that pushes things around, kind of like when the mortgage meltdown mess happened? That was a national event that then obviously caused a global recession that then in turn impacted real estate values. So, as I say at the end of all of my videos, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We'd be happy to help answer any and all of them. Thanks.